So very good morning students. Today we will start with the numericals based on the Euler and the Rankines equations, which we have already covered in our last theory class. Okay, so let us concentrate on this particular numerical. A steel bar of a rectangular cross section 30 by 50 mm. Okay, so this is 30 and this is 50. So this is 30 by 50 is the cross section area of a steel bar. Okay, now this is the width of the section B and this is the depth of the section D. Okay, pin at the end, pinned, okay, that is hinge at each end is 2 meter long. Determine the buckling load when it is subjected to the axial compression and also calculate the axial stress using the Euler's expression, and also determine the minimum length for which the Euler equation may be valid. Now here one condition is there. Take the proportionality limit is 250 MPa and E is equal to 200 GPa, that is 2 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, so in numerical itself here it is mentioned that the cross section is there, pin is there. Pin means both the end are hinge support is there. Okay, so this condition you must understand that, because based on that you have to apply the particular formula. Okay, so first of all we have to calculate the I minimum. I minimum will be equal to dB cube by 12. So D is there, B is there, so D is the 50, B is the 30. So dB cube 50 into 30 cube by 12, that is equal to 112.5 10 to the power 3 mm to the power 4. L is in meter, so we have to convert it in mm, like 2000 mm. Now is using the equations, we know that the Euler's equation is pi square EI by L square. This is the generalized equations. Okay, so we have to put the value here. Okay, so we will get the Euler crippling load as 55.51 10 to the power 3 Newton, or you can also rewrite as 55.51 kilonewton, and sigma CR is equal to, okay, when we calculate the stress, we know that stress is equal to load upon area, so that will be equal to P is 55.5, area of the cross section is this 30 by 50, so you will get the answer as 37.01. so here the R minimum, that is radius of gyration, is equal to I minimum by A, that is equal to 8.66, and L by R minimum is 230.94 mm. Okay, like this. So by using this equation we will get the stress of the crippling load will be equal to pi square EI divided by L by R square, that is equal to 37.01. Okay, so here the condition is there. If sigma CR is less than sigma P, so we will get the equations like this. Okay, so L minimum by R minimum will be equal to 88.5, therefore L is equal to 769.5, that will almost approximately equal to 0.77 mm. Okay, so this is one typical example, okay, in which you are asked to calculate the Euler buckling loads along with some certain conditions. Okay, so let us see some other numericals based on the same. Now let us see this. A beam is fixed at both the end, is loaded transversely by total uniformly distributed load of 32 kilonewton. Okay, UDL is acting. Now it is also found that the deflection at the center is 1 by 325 of the span, L by 325. Now if this transfer load is removed and the beam is loaded axially, okay, this is an interesting condition. Okay, find out the safe axial load for the condition such that if fail by buckle only. So take the factor of safety is 4 and E is equal to 200 GPa. Now we know that the load on the beam is 32 kilonewton and the deflection formula is applicable is L by 325, where L is the span of the beam. So deflection at the in case this formula you must understand, whenever we have to calculate the deflection at the center of the beam which is subjected to UDL, so in that case this formula is applicable. Delta is equal to WL cube by 192 EI. Here the value of delta is available. Okay, so we can write this value of delta and we can here directly calculate the value of W. So W will be equal to 541166.66 Newton. Okay, now second case, when the beam is loaded axially, this is the first case. Okay, when it is subjected to UDL case. Now second case, when it is actually loaded as an axially loaded. So when axially loaded, the formula become EI by L square. So finally the value will be 54166.66 also. So as the column is to fail by buckling only, so it should consider as a long column. Therefore the Euler equation for the long column, we know that pi square EI by L effective square. Okay, now here the condition is that both the end are fixed. You know that the beam is having both the end which is fixed. So in that case, the L effective criteria, okay, that is the theory part that we have already covered. What we have seen that whenever the end condition is that both the end are fixed, then in that case L effective must be taken as L by 2. Okay, so in this equation put the value of L effective as L by 2 here. So we will get the PCR is equal to 4 pi square EI by L square. Okay. So finally we will get the critical load as 2138414 Newton. Okay, now we are also interested in calculating the safe load. So safe formula for safe load is crippling load upon factor of safety. So whatever the load we are getting, what we have to divide by factor of safety, and the factor of safety is already given in your numerical as 4. Okay, so what will be the final answer? 534.6 534.6 kilonewton. Okay, so this is also one typical example. Okay, now next condition. Okay, next numerical. A truss member which is having a length equal to 2 meter. A truss is there which is having a length of equal to 2 meter and acting as a tension member. Okay, this point is important, tension member for a normal loading, and it is to design to take up the tensile load of 100 kilonewton. Okay, now but due to wind condition, wind load subjected to compressive load of 46 kilonewton, assume the factor of safety is 2, allowable stress sigma st as 150, and outer diameter DO equal to 1.2 times DI. Okay, and D is the outer diameter, I is the inner diameter. So here, as the factor of safety is there, so stress value we have to calculate. We know that stress is equal to load upon area. Okay, so we can calculate the area is equal to P by sigma st. As we know that the area outer and inner diameter is there. Okay, so what will be the area? Pi into D outer square minus D inner square by 4 is equal to P by st. Okay, so here we will get the value of DI. Okay, in the form of DI, as we know that DO is equal to 1.2 DI. So this particular condition we have to put in this equation, and finally we will get the answer of DI. This is the DI. Once we get the value of DI, we have to resubstitute the value of DI here, and we will get the outer diameter. So once we are getting the inner diameter, we have to put this value in outer diameter, and we will get the answer of outer diameter, that is equal to 1.2 into 43.9, that equal to 52.6. So this is the outer diameter and this is the inner diameter. Now we are getting the two values of outer and inner diameter. Now let us consider or take the consideration of the factor of safety. So we know that when the member is acting as a compression member, what are the condition? Load of 46 is acting, E is already there, length is there, and factor of safety is there. So here, as the condition is hinge support, we have to condition L effective is equal to L. Okay, so we know that the critical load is equal to PCR working load into factor of safety. So PCR is equal to 46 into 2, that is equal to 92 kilonewton. We know that this generalized Euler equation. Okay, so we have to use this Euler equation, and we have to put the value of PCR here, and we will get the answer of value of DO, DI and DO. Okay, so this is the particular case. Here by putting this value we will get the answer at DI is 43, and here we are getting the value of 52. So based on the condition of the numerical, we have to apply the formula. This thing you must understand it, because in many times in numerical itself there are n number of conditions are there. So you have to understand that condition very carefully, and based on that condition only you have to apply the formula. Okay, now let us see some more examples. Okay, so next is this. Again, this is similar to the previous one. So what is the condition? A solid column of a diameter 50 mm is required to be replaced by a hollow column whose external diameter is 1.25 times the internal diameter. Okay, now the column is long enough to fill by buckling only. Compute the percent saving in material. This is also a very good question. Okay, so what are the condition? DS is there. Okay, solid diameter of solid is there 50 mm. Then DO is there, external diameter is there 1.25 times DI. This is the two conditions is applicable. Now we know that critical load of the solid column is PS and critical load of the hollow column is PH. So we have to compare these loads. crippling loads, pi square EI LS by L square, pi square EI LH by L square, LS equal to LH. So compare this value, put the value of ds di, and finally we will get the answer as di is equal to 46.5 and do is equal to 57.04. Now percentage saving, this is the formula to calculate the percentage of saving. A solid minus A hollow divided by A solid into 100. Okay, whatever the area is there, we have to put this area of the solid and area of the hollow section very carefully, and then finally we will get the percentage value. This is 53.03. okay, so this is also one very interesting numerical. So let us see some another example. A long column of 2 meter length is hinged at both the end. Yield on the outer fiber start when the central deflection is equal to 15 mm. Now determine the width and depth of the rectangular section with b by d is equal to 4. Now here what you are interested in to calculate the area of the section, and the one condition is there, b by d is equal to 0.4. Along with that, yield stress is also there 250 with with E is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 5. So let us see. So here the given condition is like this: Fy E is there, L effective is there, yield stage, we know that moment is equal to load into stress, M is equal to load into delta. Okay, so M is equal to Fz Fy into Z, so Fy Bd square by 6. Okay, this is the formula of section modulus, Bd square by 6. Okay, you must remember Z. So we have to put the value and we will get the answer of 250 d cube by 15. Now we know that I minimum is equal to 0.4 d cube into d by 12. So finally value of P, Euler crippling load, is equal to pi square EI by L square. Okay, we have to put the value very carefully. You will get the answer of in the form of d square by 379.9. Substituting the value of this, we will get the answer as d is equal to 168.8. Okay, so such type of varieties of numericals are there in this particular topic. Okay, once you go through the detailed notes, okay, of this particular topic, your idea and your doubt will be clear. Okay, so this was all about the numericals of the column and straight. Okay, and I will provide this entire PDF, okay, after the completion of your this topic. Okay, so you just go through the details of this solution of the particular numerical in depth, so that you can easily understand the topic. Okay, and also if you are having any doubt in relation with this particular numericals that we have seen, so kindly you can ask your difficulties anytime by using WhatsApp, okay, or just personally text me. Okay, so thank you very much for your kind attentions. Thank you.